Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 17th research video for my game design Savage Strikers, the deck building fighting game. Today's date is December 28th, 2020, 12:01 a.m. Please note that you are cordially invited to join my YouTube channel. Please select the subscribe button below and RSVP in the comments section. Also note that if you're interested in merchandise, you'll find links to my novel The Impossible Man, as well as merchandise for Splatterbomb with music and mugs, as well as Arcana Magi universe if you're interested in fun stuff. I thank you for your patronage and hope you enjoy my wares. Now to recap, the defense mechanics worked very well. However, they stifled the economy for 7 rounds, in which card purchases were limited to just 1 or 2 rather than being able to get multiple. It was very interesting to see that happen, despite the fact that counter and reversal, tweaked as they are, operated the way they did. Defense was definitely efficient and effective, and there was some back and forth for maybe 1 round, I believe, a little bit of a back and forth thing. However, without the economy working at full speed, the decks were not being properly built, and creativity of gameplay was non-existent. So for updates, only one thing got updated, and that was the channel card. It is a movement starter card, which you get in your starter deck for Nagisa Hino. I adjusted it by reducing the combo arrows to 3 to make it easy to win. Well, I wouldn't say win, but at least give a fighting chance to try to win. And I updated its effects. So as you can see here, the top effect, this is a green arrow, and it lets you draw 1 card. And what it does is this: when you play a channel, if the next card in your combo happens to be a green attack card, they're all green, but I'm just pointing out it's a green card, then you get to have the effect to draw a card. The second effect that it has right here at the bottom is the yellow arrow. So when you play this, if the next card in your combo happens to be yellow throw cards like this, then you get to add 1 charge, one economy charge, in addition to the economy charge that is available with the toss card. So you'll be able to have a chance to generate 2 economy and be able to make purchases. So that's pretty much the only update. And so what this pretty much means is that this is probably going to be a very short video. I'm at least aiming for that. I'm just only going to concentrate on playing the channel card and spamming that. So you're not going to hear much dialogue. I'll probably just note a few things along the way. I'm not sure how many rounds it's going to take, because the channel card has to cycle through the deck, especially as it starts building. But if I could get to play it maybe 1 or 2 times, well, maybe 2 or 3 times, that's when I'll well, I'm hoping I could do it 3 times. If I could do it 3 times, then that's when I'll end the video. So it all depends on how fast this mills through through the deck upon building. Okay, so everything is all set. Just to give you a quick look at the layout for on the public piles. We got the crouch pile, which contains 2 crouches, the toss pile, which contains 3 tosses, heavy attack pile, which is 1 heavy attack, parry pile with only 1 parry, and light attack pile with only 1 light attack. Okay, everything else is still the same and largely unchanged, including the rule book. So without further ado, let us begin. Round 1. Okay, so neutral play is tied due to the movement card. First tiebreaker are the combo arrows. 3 combo arrows to jabs 4. Player A wins initiative. Player B will now elect to correction. First and foremost, this effect gets resolved. Since this is a green arrow and this is a green card played, you automatically draw 1 card. Your opponent cannot stop this effect because it is not this card. My opponent elects to play defense. Okay, my opponent elected to counter and has played 1 attack card. His jab has 4 arrows to my jab's 4 arrows. So my jab gets discarded. And the combo automatically ends. We now go to the buy phase. My opponent, let's see here. My opponent lost initiative, so he gets to make his first purchase. I have no economy, so I cannot make any purchase. We go to the end phase. I will keep my hand. My opponent will discard 1 card. End of round 1. Okay, so channel did work and gave me the initiative. However, my opponent chose to counter my jab, rather, which resulted in me not being able to combo. So as a result of that, I had no economy to work with. Had I gone with the throw card, I would have had the 1 economy to go with, and I could have been able to at least purchase a crouch card to work with, even if this card got countered. If he was capable of countering, which he was, because you can see he had a throw card discarded. So he could have played the throw card to counter my throw. He would have still had the 1 economy, which he would have bought his crouch card, and I would have had the 1 economy due to Channel's yellow arrow effect, which would have given me economy as well. Pardon me, just had to adjust the camera. Okay. Round 2. Alright, neutral play. Guard card is stronger than attack card. Guard card wins. Player B discards. Player A proceeds with combo. I will elect to draw a card using Evade's draw icon, and I will discard 1 card. There we go. My opponent jabs as a counter. Which, by the way, I was supposed to take 1 damage previous round. My apologies. There we go. Now I take another damage. And that ends the round. Okay. So my opponent gets to purchase first in the buy phase. First off, we got another light attack. My opponent does this and takes another crouch card. I have no economy to work with, so I got no purchases. Okay, end phase. I will discard that. My opponent will discard that. end of round 2. Okay, so apparently it's starting to appear that counter might be too powerful at this stage. It does work, but it's gonna probably need to be nerfed. I'm gonna try it one more round and see what happens. And then make a decision from there regarding counter. Okay, everything is set. Begin round 3. Alright. Tech card loses to movement card due to arrows. My opponent gets the combo. Do I have anything to combo with? To counter? No, I do not. Evade only will only subtract 2 damage, and channel is not doing damage to me. Okay, my opponent is going with shoulder flip. I will counter as well with shoulder flip. Or rather than counter with shoulder flip, I'll do a reversal. I'm opting to do a reversal instead. And since I have less combo arrows than his 5 combo arrows, he discards and I become the offense player. I dealt 1 damage to my opponent. And I get to execute my combo. I play jab. It is unstoppable. I play shoulder flip. My opponent gets to respond. My opponent plays evade and takes 0 damage. He will not activate any icon. Okay, and the combo is over. Proceeding to the buy phase. The light attack pile has been moved over into the recycle pile. Light attacks now cost 1 economy. Now, since I lost the initiative, I get to purchase first. Player A purchases first. Purchase of light attack in the recycle pile. Purchase another light attack. And purchase one crouch card. Okay, now my opponent gets to purchase. Now because he played throw card, which is yellow, he got one energy, one economy, and unfortunately I bought out all the cheap stuff, so it's not going to, he's got no purchase. So we go to the end phase. Now in the end phase, any economy that is floating in the air, it dissipates. As you can see, I shifted these 3 cards here. And because I shifted these 3, I generated economy, which brought them floating in the air. Had I not made any purchases, they would have disappeared completely, thus wasting energy. So because that effect on channel created floating energy, it will disappear as a result. It's unfortunate that I don't have a human player, because the human player would have played channel for me to test it out and how it would work. This is the end of round 3. Okay, so this go around reversal occurred, which made sense since my opponent only had throw to work with. Player B only had throw to work with, and it was only logical to do a reversal to generate the economy. May have to consider adjusting the evade card, because it seemed a little weird that it blocked off the throw card, but you know, specifically only targets one starter. But I guess it could say one attack starter or something. Well, let's see what happens. That's probably something maybe really for the publishers to worry about. What's important is to get the mechanisms to work for the publisher when pitching occurs. But the good thing was that channel did get to see play because it had 3 arrows, and resulted in generating at least an economy, even though it didn't amount to anything, because I was able to swipe up a lot of cards. But at least it was playable, and it didn't sit dead in the hand, and that's what's really good. That's actually positive news, that it was able to be played in a combo. Especially since there was no way, there was no defense towards it, no way to counter or anything. So that's very positive. That's at least a little positive there. Okay, so we're gonna have to see what happens. One more time. Let's see here. All right, round 4. Okay, so we have a tie on the neutral play. Movement card versus guard card. Go to the arrows. Channel has 3 combo arrows, and evade has 3 combo arrows. Those 2 cards are tied. So we're going to go to advantage. So each player draws a card. Drawn cards are successful. We go to reset, a soft reset. Both cards are discarded, and resume a neutral play. Okay. Neutral play. The throw card beats guard card by strength of card. However, this is the only combo that's going to be executed since it's got the red arrows, and it has an effect. If you become the offense player during neutral play with this card, you may sweep one card in your hand and add one charge. So my opponent will sweep one card, sending it to the recycle pile, so he could get the one charge. And I take 1 damage. Whoopsie. And again, I do apologize. I forgot that I delivered 3 damage to my opponent in the last round. It was a 3-hit combo. That should have brought him down to 45. I'm not really paying much attention to damage. Quite honestly, I'm more fixated on just getting the channel card to work, so that way the economy and deck building can flow within 5 turns and not get stifled by defense. Okay. So my opponent will sweep jab. And we go to the buy phase. Light attack is the new pile. So the parry pile moves over. Into the recycle pile. So parry is now on sale. Okay. Since I've lost initiative, I get to purchase first. I have nothing to buy. No money to buy. So my opponent gets to buy. So with that one floating energy and now shifting for the other energy, he can purchase for 2, and he chooses focus. Now we go into the end phase. Okay. End of round 4. Okay, so yeah, so channel created a tie, and that led to a soft reset, and ended up losing to a neutral play due to throw being stronger than guard. Purchases was made, thankfully. The focus card was picked up by the opponent. It was a very quick round. That's to be expected. So I'm probably gonna do one more round, just to check something out. That's all. Just to have one last check to make sure everything's okay, and then we'll do the assessments. So let us begin round 5. Wow. Okay. Okay, so this is actually a big deal. Alright, first we're gonna do confirm. 2 movement cards. That makes the strength of card tie. So we go to the combo arrows. Each card has 3 combo arrows. Priority is tied. We move to advantage. Neither player has a card to draw from their deck. So we go to a reset, and this will be a hard reset. So we're going to shuffle all cards in play, the discard pile and hand, and we're going to draw a new hand of cards. Alright, hard reset is complete. We will now resume neutral play. Okay, so we got another tie again. Movement cards are the strength of cards in play. The combo arrows are tied. We will now draw cards. Draw cards were successful. These two get discarded, and we resume neutral play. Alright, so strength of cards. Guard card is stronger than attack card, so the attack card is discarded. My opponent elects to activate the draw card, and will discard one. Okay, so that was draw one. Okay. Sorry, I did that in reverse. I was supposed to draw first and discard, but anyway, we're not going to worry about the little things. Alright, and my opponent proceeds with a combo. My opponent will attempt a crouch. Hmm. I have nothing to defend, so my opponent will get to play his next card. It will be jab. I get to respond. I will play crouch for reversal. I have 3 combo arrows to his 4 combo arrows. I now become the offense player. I will draw 1 card and discard 1 card. Let's see what happens here. Alright, my next card will be light attack. My opponent has no cards in his hand to defend. So I get to do damage. Now, once again, just to note, okay, this blue button here, this blue button right here, you match it up on the striker card, which is 2 damage. In addition to Crouch's effect, which says if the next card you play in this combo is an attack normal, you add 4 damage. This is an attack normal, so I get to do 6 damage to my opponent. I bring him down to 39. I also have light attack's effect, which I am going to activate. I will draw 1 card and discard 1 card. Okay. The next card I'm going to play is Jab. Jab has 4 arrows. That makes it unstoppable because it's 1 higher than 3. So my opponent takes 1 damage. And then I'll play Jab again, which has arrows equal to, making it unstoppable. And finally, I'm going to do a shoulder flip. My opponent instead will play shoulder flip himself to counter. And the combo effectively ends, as is the fight phase. Okay, so we're going to proceed with the buy phase. Since my opponent won initiative first, I get to make the purchase. First off, we have medium attack. So we're going to move heavy attack here into the recycle pile and move all the piles over so we can add the new pile. Okay. Okay, so my first purchases, I will spend 2 for a focus card. I will not purchase anything else. Now my opponent gets to purchase, so he's got 1. He checks to see there's nothing he could purchase, so he's going to stand. So go to the end phase. Okay. I will stockpile light attack, and my opponent will stockpile shoulder flip. We discard the rest of the cards. Any floating economy goes away. And then we draw cards. One, two, three, 4, 5. Six. Okay. End of round 5. Alright, so this was actually an excellent round. We had a lot of back and forth going on. Channel ended up triggering a tie. Unfortunately, resulted in a loss of initiative. But nevertheless, the round yielded some more damage, and progress was made thoroughly, and within 5 rounds too, which is excellent. Thankfully, counter did not play a big role. Reversal was the execution on this one, again, and I think the progress, the needle moved nicely. I was a little bit worried there regarding counter, but it wasn't as big a factor as it is probably in the early outset, but that all depends on the cards, the card draw, which could probably be a significant problem and something to keep an eye on regarding the public piles. Unfortunately, not enough was generated to get the private piles, so that's probably something that's going to have to be looked after. Purchasing focus cards would probably be the more crucial element for the game. Would probably be the more crucial element for the game itself. The defense flowed nicely. Thankfully, a lot of activity in the 5th round, and within 5 rounds, so the game progressed nicely. And damage, there was some healthy damage, but unfortunately, this seemed a little lopsided, which is okay because fighting games tend to be lopsided. But we'll have to see what happens as time goes along. So this is where we'll stop. That is my assessment. I would like to thank all of you for joining me tonight for this this research video. I look forward to all of you swinging around next time. I'll do some further assessments and see if anything needs to be tweaked, and I'll let you know in the next video if any has been occurred. So until next time, I wish you all a happy New Year and a good night and a buenas noches.